Okay, it looks like we've got audio. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the background music. What do we want? Let's go stations. Let's start out with let's do some chill pop. Oops, let's do some chill pop on the right output so that it, works right. Metal? Okay, let's see. What do we got for metal? Where are we going? I love how I was like chill pop before I saw the comment, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's see. How's that coming up on the audio? We'll put it in the background. There we go. That should be coming in. That's maybe a little bit too. There we go. Okay. If I know anything about audio, it looks like that's balanced with my voice. so it's not literally just the music. Okay. Okay. So this is the beginning of our Pitch for Charity event for the ACLU. You can hear it? Good. Cool. You can hear it, but it's not too loud, right? Okay. So we've got that running. We've got the audio for the mic running. We've got the lights on, and we've got the cards in front of us. I don't see why not. We can't chat for one more minute so that we're technically at when the stream says it will begin. 8:05. I always just go ahead and toss in 5 extra minutes for buffer. You never know. You never know when you need that 5 minutes. Okay, so for those who have not seen, I just posted up a link to our article about all of the gift structuring for this. So we do have a PayPal set up right now that is totally separate from our business PayPal. A lot of people were kind of concerned about that, but that is why the username for this is Arsenal Charity. I set it up completely separate, so I don't even have to go back in there and calculate, oh, which one was this, which one was a donation, which one wasn't. It's beautiful because it's all in a separate place. So that's sitting in a totally separate account. Any of those donations are separate from my business account. So that is where you can donate if you don't want to unleash chaos, cat. If you don't have, honestly, if you don't want to buy up one of the last few slots that are left, there are a few left. Let's go ahead and talk about what slots are left in the Pitch for Charity breaks right now. So if you're tuning in and you don't have any cards in hand yet, cards purchased yet, and you would like to purchase some cards for charity, let's go ahead and see what's in stock. None of the Crucible of War. We've got 2 Rainbow Foil Common Equipment slots in Arcane Rising, Foil Rares and Foil Commons in Arcane Rising. We've got 1 Foil Common Equipment in Welcome to Rathe, and we've got 2 Foil Commons in Welcome to Rathe. Everything else is sold out, and if you go ahead and use the promo code PITCHIN on the website, you can buy 2, get 1 free. That's promo code, it's a capital P. I'm typing underneath, as everyone knows, pitch in promo code. I should probably go this way, promo code. Pitch in, oh, nope, that's the wrong key. It's hard to type underneath this thing. For buy 2, get 1. Promo code pitch in for buy 2 get 1 on the slots that are still remaining. So if you have not purchased a slot, or you just want to throw in a little bit more money into that charity pot, you can go ahead and use promo code pitch in. That'll buy you 2 and get 1 free. It really, honestly, it seems kind of weird putting a promo code in for a charity thing, but if it gets even literally 1 more person to buy something, great. A lot of people, I think I got 1 message that was like, why'd you do a promo code for this? And I was like, well, because it's better to sell it for charity than not have it sold at all, even if it is at a discount. So yeah, if you go to the website and use promo code PITCHIN, you will get a buy 2, get 1 free coupon code for these. And I'm going to drop the link straight to the charity page. So if you're looking to do that, you can use that promo code right there on that product, and that will get you buy 2 get 1 free. So you can snag all of those foil commons if you wanted to. And it also works multiple times. So if you buy 4, you get 2 free. So you could snag all of the foil commons, pay for those, and then get some foil rainbow common equipment for free. But anyways, enough of that. It is past 8:05. It's 8:07. I rambled a little bit too long. let's go to the channel. Okay, so right now all you see is this white text on top of it. Let's do that so you can actually read that. S&S foils free. Oh no, so the super rares are all sold out. Somebody already snagged them all. But if you do buy slots, you go ahead and if you don't want any of the slots that are left, you can always donate directly to Arsenal Charity. I should change the color of this font, maybe to black. Will that make it more legible? Let's see. Gift levels. Let's edit. And let's go to, where is my text color? Here we go. Make it a very dark gray, maybe, perhaps? No, that makes it almost illegible. And black is just worse. Yeah, okay. So white actually was okay. Yeah, there are no foil slots in anything, really. There we go. Oh, you said Copa. Oh, you said I'll buy the WTRCF slots. I didn't even read the beginning part. I was like, oh, you'll buy the foil slots. Cool. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, we're just throwing boxes around. But yeah, so viewing those slots, you can either buy those slots, and that gets you into the raffle for the lifetime Fabdb premium membership, or you can donate straight to arsenalcharity@gmail.com, which is that account I was talking about. That's completely separate. And that enters you into that same prize pool, as well as all of the cool prizes that we have listed on the screen. So for a $5 donation, you can see that. Yeah, you can see that pretty well. Just checking it out in the preview outside of like my editor. But for $5, if you send $5 to arsenalcharity@gmail.com, you will get the rare gift, which is a custom repacked booster pack from us. If you send $10 for our super rare gift, you get a Crucible of War Catch-Up pack, which is from Unison Games Cafe. They were kind enough to donate these for our last event, and we have a few left over, so we wanted to go ahead and keep throwing those into the prize pool, the gift pool, I should say. That is a play set of every common from Crucible of War for a specific class. Those are random, so you'll get a random class character pack from Crucible of War for donating $10, and that rare gift that we threw in there as well. If you donate $20, you'll get all of that, and you will get a 3-month premium Fabdb membership. So actually, does it make it better? Maybe doing this, dragging it over the packs? No, it's not really any better. Snout responds in a flick-flack head jab for our first foil there. So you've got all of that. There's in any donation, even sending in $1. Oh yeah, who has what in this case? Let's do that first. I was just so focused on doing the other stuff. Case break mats. Okay. So this case. Okay, let's go over this. Make sure we've got everybody. We've got Ryan Graves at the commons. We've got Donald A for the rare. Super rares, we've got Adam R. We've got Chris G for the Majestics. We've got the foil rares as Michelle B. For foil super rares, we've got Adele B. For foil Majestics, we've got Chris G, as well as he's got the foil common equipments. For the legendary, we've got Adish G. And for the fable, we've got Alan. So that is from commons up. You got Ryan G commons, Donald A for rare, Adam R for super rare. The Majestics, the foil Majestics, and foil common equipment are going to Chris G. Foil rares, Michelle B. Foil super rares, Adele B. Lots of B's in here. And Adish G is legendary, and Alan J is the fable. Yes, let's do that too. Good luck, everybody. Okay. Yes, so getting back to Kraken. But yeah, any donation gets you into the running for a lifetime premium Fabdb membership. And that's one of 4 that exists, so you will be one of 4 lucky folks in the world that have a lifetime membership. You will never have to pay for it again. And I guess technically you didn't really pay for it at all if you get it through this, because you just donated to charity. Everything that goes into that PayPal account gets donated straight into the pot with everything that we're donating on top of what we got from this case break, all the proceeds from this, which, let me tell you, ooh, hey, pack 3, and we're already on a Majestic. Cool. Lord of Wind, non-foil, and then a foil rare right behind it. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. Foil rare, put those commons away. And actually, one of the cats opened my door. Give me 1 second to close it. There we go. Okay. That will stop background noise from getting too... It was actually not Chaos Cat. It was the other cat. Chaos Cat would have made her way in here, though, and tried to destroy everything. There we go. We got Blackout Kick, Barrage and Beatdown, and Foil Sink Blow. There we go. Yeah. We're gonna go through all of what everybody has each case anyways. But yes, you did get all the foils. I love seeing everybody come out for this this charity case break. I posted it at I posted it, and within 30 minutes, like, almost all of it was gone, which is awesome. I knew with Crucible of War being in here that would be a thing, but you guys impressed me. Still, I had quite a few people message me and go like, I was looking to see if that was up yet, but it looks like there's only like 2 things in there. Is that right? And I was just like, yep, yeah, it just went really quick. Breakneck Battery. Oh, and a Cranial Crush. We already got a super here. Let's go ahead and scoot these packs over. Go ahead and have that super there, and an Overpower for our foil. But yeah, so we were talking about prize levels. If you are the top donor, which that means through PayPal, that doesn't include like buying slots, because that was buying something that is getting donated to charity. If you're the top donor, so if you give money and you have given the most out of anyone to just give away their money to charity, you will win the Foil Cracked Bauble, 1 sealed Iro Welcome Deck, and 1 sealed Welcome to Rathe starter deck. That's going to be a random starter deck. You don't get to choose, but we had a fan of the channel donate, which is awesome. It's really cool. It's super generous for someone who's like, for me, I'm doing this, so it's expected that I give things that I put forward the product to drum up the excitement. But when they contacted me and said like, hey, I've got some stuff I want to like give you for the charity, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I reached out to a few people. Like, you'll notice that we are actually this event is kind of sponsored by Fabdb and Unison Games Cafe. I reached out to them and was like, hey, would you have anything that maybe you don't mind getting rid of or letting go of to push this charity event? And they were both super helpful. Both donated their stuff with like almost like I didn't have to beg for it. They were just like, oh yeah, absolutely, I'll do this, cool. And they're both super nice, super great people to reach out to. I'm super glad that we're working together for this. But yeah, and then this person just messaged me and was like, hey, I've got a few things. And I was like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, sure, I'll take all the help I can get. Anything extra to throw on top of the pot is awesome. And this was before the Iro Welcome decks exploded. So even then, obviously, it was still a generous donation to the pot. But, I mean, obviously, this sealed starter deck, they're going for, on the low end, at least, no matter what, you're going above 50, 70 generally most of the time. And then easily, some of them are selling for hundreds, over 100 each, with everything just continually rising. I remember back in my day, you could get them for $10 a piece. But, yeah, so, like, automatically I looked at it and was like, oh, well, okay, so, hey, Crazy Brew for a super rare. Oh, and a foil Iron Rot Helm for our first foil common equipment. Yeah, the Warrior deck, I think Warrior and Ninja are the two going for the highest, because the Ninja's, obviously, good. Oh, did that first look drop? I was checking. Oh my god. I was checking like right before this. When did it go live? I gotta load it. Fab. Oh my god. I checked like literally 30 minutes before this. How does this happen every time? How are my streams always when they release things? I'm like midstream and they're like, oh yeah, well guess what? We're gonna drop this. Sick. Sick. Oh my god, this art is so cool. Product sheet. Oh my god, that box art. Oh my god, the packs are so different. Flusterfist, Drone of Brutality, Debilitate for our foil. I like I says, first edition contains cold foils. Like, if you didn't already know, guess what? 1 Fabled, 6 Legendary, Holy crap, 31 Majestic, 79 Rares, 13 Equipment, 159 Commons, 18 Tokens, 1 Premium Foil per pack, Rare, higher. So all of that's the same. MSRP is obviously the same. Holy crap. What's on this third page? Monarch Blitz decks. Ooh, what is this? Like Angel versus the Grim Reaper going on here. Ready to play out of the box. Blessing of Deliverance disabled. Oh, and a foil Blood Rush Bellow. There we go. I'm just going to lift that up to the camera. I can't see what's happening on the stream right now. I'm looking at this. Okay, and then you've got Unlimited release on the 21st. Okay. I see this. I see this. May 21st, 2020. April 30th. Okay, not even a month later. Okay, okay. Now I'm going to catch up with chat here. Talk about the Monarch reveal. No, Nick, we hadn't. 6 legendaries. What the heck? I know, right? I need to stream more. Oh my god. Box art's incredible. I mean, yeah, first print won't be around so very long. Oh, hey, oh my god, Ancestral Empowerment in this pack, too. Wow. Right behind. Getting some good Majestic pulls here. Yeah, literally 3 weeks. That's interesting. I like it. I'm gonna take these donation levels off so that they, you know, don't sit there this whole stream. But wow, yeah. Okay, so 3 weeks until Unlimited. Yeah, it's gonna be gone so fast. I kind of wished. I mean, and maybe it's still true. Maybe they're still printing more. That delay in the product was because they're printing more first edition. But I was really hoping. I'm really hoping. No, it's still possible that they're printing more. Yes, I do. Jamie, people are going crazy for it. So yeah, it'll probably still sell out. It does kind of suck. I mean, a month I think is a good amount of time. For everybody that's recommending they launch at the same time, I think that's an absolutely horrible idea. Personally, because that makes it just feel like, even if they were the same price, which you know they wouldn't be, because any store that carries both of them would just be like, well, why would I sell both of these for $95 a box when I could sell one for $100? I saw somebody said they pre-ordered for $180. $180. Yeah, if they do that, if they sell them both at the same time, that's true. They can hold it. A premium product and a lesser product. Yeah, that's what it would become. And I don't like that so much. I think a month is a good amount where it's like, you know, at least the stores get to run a few events before it's just like, yep, and here's the other one. Here's the one for people that want to play. Ooh, a foil snatch. Because I don't think first edition / Unlimited should be cards to only collect, cards to only play. I mean, obviously the cold foils are going to kind of be like that because that's the difference. But anything that isn't 250. Oh my god, how's that? Why people? Why? Yeah, Cloak is. Oh hey, showtime. Cool. Cloak is definitely going to be running some first edition sealed events. So, you know. Well, if a set ends up not having much you like, it lets people see it before buying in. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely FOMO at 250. Like, I get it. I get, you know. About pre-release events? No, they have not told us anything about pre-release for Monarch yet, which is kind of interesting because you'd think we would have info on it already, but they are really gearing up for Skirmish. That's actually coming first, so that's next month. Our event's on the 23rd, and a lot of people are, it says 1 week before that. Okay, cool. So yeah, 1 week before, and another super there. We got ourselves a Bonehead Barrier. Yeah, 1 week before. I mean, pre-release will either be draft or sealed. I'm pretty sure they're generally sealed, because, you know, you don't know all the draft archetypes before. Yeah, preview season April 6th, pre-release weekend April 24th. In-store events available only territories where events comply with local government health safety lines. Okay, cool. Darkness, the canvas of the universe. Light, the brushstroke of creation. A forbidden power hungers to eclipse existence, wiping the canvas clean. The soul of Rathe stands resolute, a ray of hope to the artisans of civilization. to the Artisans of Civilization. God, that sounds so sick. Standalone booster set introducing 4 new heroes with all new mechanics to play out the classic conflict of light versus shadow across sealed deck, booster draft, and constructed formats. Awesome. Dude, 6 legendaries. So, what are we, What are we thinking? 6 legendaries. So, the same pull rate, I'm assuming, because they stuck with the same pull rate on Crucible of War. But how do you... Yeah, because it's the same amount of packs. That just... Oh, does that push you... That pushes you into... possibly a reprint. Okay, that's true. But still a legendary. Ooh, another legendary hero. Yeah, an extra L. But if that's the same amount of packs, it just means you pull the same one. Or you don't pull a specific one more frequently than you used to. Because when they lowered the ratio for Crucible of War, it wasn't they lowered the ratio, it's they lowered the pull rate overall because they wanted the same pull rate in specific relation to like each one, which was kind of confusing in a way, but also it kind of makes sense. You pull that legendary just as frequently as you would have pulled any singular legendary from the base sets, which is interesting. Are they going to do that again? Or is it going to be, you know... It really does. It really does. And you, of all people, know it even more. Remembrance for a super foil time snap potion there. Yeah, right? Let's get some on the board. Let's see those legendaries. Dude, the art is sick. The art's so good. Yeah, Nick, you're absolutely right. Artists and their writers are just so good. And Jamie, yeah. Both art is just so good. Blessing, Potion of Strength, Rising Knee Thrust. Again, we've got quite a few Rising Knee Thrusts for our foil slot. Or just in general, I just like, have I seen that art more than other things? I'd like to see Legendary, maybe. Well, we're only in box 1, case 1, so we've got time. We've got time to pick up 2 legendaries. Staunch Response, maybe even 4. Could have two double L cases in a row. Pretty sick. Yeah, Crucible definitely hurts for the legendary. So will this... If it's the same per pack ratio, it doesn't change the fact that you'll probably see 1 in a case, 1 every case, with standout cases being 2+. So we got another super rare there. We got our Sand Sketch Plans. Sand Sketch Plan. There's only 1 plan. But yeah, it's interesting. That's awesome. The art is freaking cool. And we haven't seen anything like this in Flesh and Blood before. This like angels and demons kind of vibe going on here. And what is this demon's staff? Or the Reaper's staff. He's got wings. He's kind of demonic. Another Remembrance. Sick. I'm gonna go for a playset of Remembrance here. He's got, it's like this, the circle with the 2 points on it. It seems like a totally useless weapon. Because it doesn't look like it has any blade at all. Like the angel's got a freaking sword. Clearly he's equipped for battle, but this demon just has a little pokey stick. And it's interesting because this is different from the shadow creatures that we've been seeing in the other sets. These like, you know, kind of generic monsters. They weren't demonic. They weren't quite not. I wouldn't say they weren't demonic at all, but they didn't evoke classic demon vibes. Like, do we have any? These are just people finding out. I gotta get a card with Blackout Kick. Ooh, Spinal Crush. There we go. It's like it's a staff with like a little pokey stick. There we go. A Goliath Gauntlet too for foil common equipment. There we go. Starting to fill out that Majestic slot and the foil common slot. Let's go ahead and this is a pretty sick box. What, four Majestics too? Well, we're on to box 2. We just broke into box 2 a little bit ago. Let's see if I can just. No. Oh, you know what I can do? ahead. Go ahead and screen cap this. I can save it. One sec. I'll go ahead and show some downloads there. On the fly. Just pop this up so we can talk about it while we go. Add a new source. Add source. Browse. There we go. Wow, it's huge. Let's go ahead and make that a little bit smaller. Yeah, so you can see his spear there. Spear, I guess. So this is the Monarch product sheet that was just released. This is like the cover page to the PDF they sent out. That's true. He is not wearing any armor. He's riding like a thestral like creature. But yeah, this little staff here, little pokey bits. Yeah, who's the closest to winning that Crazy Brew? The Crazy Brew is actually the prize for the final event. So we are going to have, that'll just be like a championship event where the stakes are higher. So we're not giving it out based on overall wins. It's just going to be whoever plays the best in the final event. And I think we're going to switch that back to constructed, just to make it a little less possible RNG in that. Oh, and a foil remembrance. There we go. So we've technically pulled 3 remembrances, 4 remembrances, well, 3 remembrances. Playset is 3. Jeez, yeah, I knew you'd be happy about that. But yeah, this demonic, like Grim Reaper-esque looking creature, because he's not straight up demon. Like some of the ones up in the, I can reference this by up in the top corner of the photo, are definitely looking a little more classic demon, whereas this guy definitely looks like just like a Grim Reaper that happens to also have wings. But yeah, his little pokey staff, not looking very threatening. But that demon horse that he's riding is looking pretty sick, pretty awesome, and pretty metal. It matches the music. Yeah. Oh my God, 6 legendaries. Yeah, I was not expecting that either. I was expecting just a continuation of like, yeah, here we go. You know, like these kind of weird, like clearly just generic evil monster creatures, and not, you know, like the high holy. Find another one. There's quite a bit of art that features these just little demons. It's mostly the ninja cards that have it, from what I, like off the top of my head remember. But yeah, I was not expecting that as a theme. I like it, but yeah, it's called Monarch. I was expecting a lot of, I don't know, like Game of Thrones-esque, yeah, Ravenous Rabble, yep. Game of Thrones-esque, like, you know, warring nations, and there's also like a bad army of monster things. Okay, yeah, cast system. I mean, those could be sub-themes. Those could be sub-themes. We're not 100% sure yet, but it is interesting that this is the display image. To me, it looks like a Holy Warrior and a Paladin. Ooh, that would be cool. Some like Holy Warrior versus like Necromancers. Necromancer is a class that is teased in the lore book, so that could totally be a thing. I wouldn't be too surprised by that. Oh! There we go. A tunic. Why won't it focus? Focus. There we go. That's what's up. Okay. Got that L on the board in box 2. Box 2 was the lucky one. There we go. Foil tunic. Yeah, I definitely think Merchant's gonna get. Can I find a legendary something? Yeah, who's got the legendary? Are they willing to sell it? Adish, you good to go? Hey, add in 20 bucks. Thank you, Adish. Add in 20 for it. You gotta motivate those polls. Push them even farther. Tabs and do a donation at the end. Hey, that's always a good way to do it. And we will, I'm gonna peek in on that charity account too at the end so we can, I tried to get it linked to my Streamlabs account and get the donation thing set up on here, but I just cannot figure it out because I'm a dummy. Flusterfist, Sigil, and an Overpower. So I'm gonna, although honestly I forgot that I hadn't done it until like 30 minutes before this, so to be fair, I didn't spend enough time on that. I'm going to go ahead and click that away so we can go back to the Pitch for Charity logo. Heck yeah. What do we got here? I just got a buzz. Okay, it's just a group chat that I don't need to pay attention to right now. Savage Feast, Drone of Brutality, and Flock of the Featherwalkers. We did get another order in, which is exciting. Hopefully that's some charity stuff there as well. I don't know. That would be super interesting, but also, hey, let's pull another legendary. We can raise another 20 bucks for charity. Adish being so generous. I appreciate that. That's what we need. We got to drive that charity. Hey, Tyler, how you doing? We were just talking in an email not too long ago today. But yeah, I don't think they'll do themed because that would like mess up draft. Oh my god, another Spinal Crush. Wow. Oh, I ran out of sleeves. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more sleeves. That pack of sleeves just ripped open. Hopefully none of the sleeves are that weak. Okay, what are we doing here? There we go. Let's go ahead and just tuck those under there. Yeah, try. Try to pick some good causes. American Heart Association, take care of your body, take care of other civil rights, and then the final ones, take care of the environment. That one was like the first thing I thought of, and then I was like, what else? What other causes are somewhat universal, like the environment? Oh, civil liberties. Some people have disagreed with the ACLU as a cause, but you know, I don't get too concerned by that. I support them. I think they're a worthy cause, and hey, we are doing good charity work here today. We've already raised a non-zero amount of money from what I've been looking at so far. This one blows the American Heart Association out of the water. I'm sorry, American Heart Association. I looked at it and I kind of felt a little bad, but also not bad because we're still donating to charity. But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, oh, well, I mean, most of it comes from the fact that Crucible of War went up in price, which means we can, it's not -2, is all I know. It's not -2, that's true, or -1. But yeah, I'm super proud. I can't wait to crunch all the final numbers and get to do another blog post about wrapping this one up. But for right now, we can still raise money. Like Adish was saying, he's going to drop 20 bucks in for every legendary we pull him. Anyone can actually go ahead over to PayPal and send any amount of money over to arsenalcharity.com, and that will get put into our charity pot, and it will get you different gifts based on what you donate. So for $5, you'll get a custom repack from us. That'll include a bunch of cards in it. It actually has 15 cards, so just like a booster pack here. It includes some foils, includes some rare pluses. It's essentially the same thing that you get in a regular booster pack, but we have reset it and re-put it together for you. And you get that for $5. $5 goes straight to charity. You get the pack. It's just are given back to the community. For $10, you get the super rare gift, which is a Crucible catch-up pack from Unison Games Cafe, plus our booster pack. For $20, you get a free 3-month membership, premium membership to Fabdb. And of course, now that we've got all these cards, those tiers are really hard to read. Sorry about that. That's why I'm speaking them out loud. You get a free 3-month membership to Fabdb, and everything that came in there. Oh my god, that one just went everywhere. Well, we'll pick those up, and we all know that if you drop the packs, they have better stuff in them. My god, need to be a little more gentle. All these cards, just scoop them up. Luckily, I'm just sitting at my desk, and they're all easy to just round back up. But yeah, $20 gets you the free Fabdb premium membership for 3 months, and any donation, literally even $1, gets you entered into a raffle that we're going to do at the end of this stream to win a free lifetime membership to Fabdb. So that is, yes, you heard me correctly, a lifetime membership. It's one of 4 that exist, and the person who donates the top amount through the PayPal will get the prizes listed at the bottom left of the screen. So once again, that's arsenal.com. Does that make it harder? Yes, it does. I'm going to keep my arm out of that zone so you can read it. arsenalcharity.com. You can go ahead and donate right there, and you can get any of those prizes. And I'm going to make those go away in a second here again. Bam. those gifts. Prizes, gifts, I don't know what to call them. What sounds better? Flusterfist, Overpower. Oh, and a foil Glint the Quicksilver. Hot damn. Getting that warrior tech there. Necessary for playing warrior, essentially. Just 0 and give your weapon go again. Unconditional go again. Just drop it down, go again. And then it has the reprise trigger, obviously, that just lets you replace it, which, if you get both, you know, why not? It's just such a good card. And we got one. And we pulled one, as you know, well know. Foil Surging Strike there. So that's 2 Majestics and a Spring Tunic in this case. Wow. We're on box 3 right now. The Scattered box. Oh, just scrolling right through the Disable Steel Blade and a Fluster Fists. A foil rare. Okay. Yeah, Monarch. Ooh, that first tease. Oh, man. When did it say preview season begins? I already need it. I need more, man. Preview season, April 3rd. Ugh. Guys, this is just a reminder how far away Monarch is. It's so far away. We're on box 3. Yeah, we just pushed into box 3. This is pack 3, I think, of box 3. Pack 3 after the scattering. So, you know, not in order from top of box to bottom of box, but the third one we've opened from that sealed container. Yeah. Monarch is so far away. It's not even February. It's April 6th when we get to finally see previews. Oh my god, that's so cool. Such an interesting take on what we all thought. I don't know if anybody called an Angels and Demons light versus dark sub theme. I guess with Solana, we kind of following the light of Soul, we could have kind of maybe guessed it if we'd thought out of the box, but I didn't think it would be so direct. Contains cold foils. No, because the set contains cold foils, not each. Oh my god, no, it does say the box art contains cold foils. The box art says contains cold foils. The set contains cold foils. They'll just, if anybody even tries anything, they'll just be like, you know. Because most boxes, if I'm correct, generally only contain one. You get either a cold foil common or a cold foil legendary. You don't get both. Although you can get both. Theoretically, you get a pack that all contain fables, but it's, you know, not going to ever happen. It's a pack by pack rarity. It's not by box. So, theoretically. Someone in the factory was just like, and take that fable pack, take that fable pack, 24 of them, 1 box. I'm pretty sure machines do all of that, but yeah. Ooh, that's God. It's so far away though. Sand sketch plans for our super foil rare Warrior's Valor. Oh man, yeah. I feel like with this theme, there's got to be a Necromancer in the set. 4 new heroes, but it does not say new classes. That's to, you know, mince words. It says 4 new heroes, not 4 new classes. Not 4 new heroes and new classes, just 4 new heroes, which is interesting. We've talked about it before, but I hope they don't do 4. I don't know how they'll do 4 classes that already exist and boost those classes without getting tech to other classes, because it feels like that will just kind of unbalance the meta. Ooh, Reckless Swing, really good defense reaction there for Brute. Yeah, that feels like it just throws a big old wrench in the meta if 4 classes that exist get an entire set's worth of extra cards while everybody else just sits there with nothing since Crucible. Especially with Crucible being largely unavailable for new players just getting into the game. Although it's really not... So opening packs for new players, definitely not available. Really not going to happen. If you're a new player and you're just getting into the game and somebody was like, let's open packs, I want to get Crucible stuff. No, you're not going to be able to do it. But you can still buy singles. They're not too insane unless you're looking at foils, which I I love playing this game, and foils are pretty, but you do not need them to play. I'm not saying this game is cheap by any means to start playing, and you know the rising prices for Crucible didn't help. But it's really not that bad. A lot of people are complaining, like, if you're new to the game, you'll never be able to play until they reprint Crucible, and it's like, no, it's... I mean, there's a few Majestics on TCG Player that are still, you know, $10 or less. Which isn't... I mean, you only need 3. I guess a deck does become pretty expensive. Ooh, Crippling Crush there. It hurts when you have no Shiana, right? Oh my god, we did Blitz this past week, and someone came in with a Shiana. It was crazy. Blitz Shiana, he got 2 wins, I believe, if I remember correctly, which is pretty cool, because we actually had 9 people, so we got to run 4-round Swiss and cut to top 4. So that was, or did he get 3? Yeah, it was 2. I could look back through the lists. But yeah, it was really fun getting to see a Shiana in real life for the first time in a long time. I have pulled what, 2, 3, and sent them out 2. I think it's only 2. I pulled a few tunics from Crucible, and we're opening a case of Crucible today, guys, for charity. Yeah, Shiana it was interesting. There's a lot of really weird things you can do with Shiana, and she only gets better as the game goes on, so I feel like she's one of those cards that can always be somewhat in demand, at least for collectors. Sadly, statistically behind it's true. By what, a case, I think we said? There we go, gonna set those commons aside. Okay. Yeah, wow. Monarch. Little teaser. Getting to see the art. Saving 6. But hey, it's in it today. This is the one. This is the one. It's gotta be. It's gotta be the one. Drone. Warrior's Valor. Savage Feast for our foil rare. Flick-Flack, Warrior's Valor, Regurgitating Slog. Last 2 packs of box 3. So we're coming to the close of box 3, going into the final box of this case soon. Ooh. Steel Blade, Blackout, Razor Reflex, Red Razor Reflex. Good one. Sigil of Solace. Savage Feast. Another Iron Rod Helm. Foil equipment. No legendary. Come on, yeah, right? Come on, case. Let's get a little bit more for charity. Other than this tunic, which a tunic is a great pull, but let's see if we can push it farther. Energy Potion, Disable, and a Buckling Blow. Nothing else in box 3. Going on to the final box. We still got time. Still got time. Got 24 chances to pull another Fable. And if no one knows yet, if you didn't look at the channel's little bit, yeah, right. Mask is the best pull. Well, no, Tunic's the best pull, but Mask is like good second best. If you didn't look at the channel, we actually have 3 streams planned today. We're gonna try out breaking the stream into 3 videos so that if you're sharing any of these pulls with your friends, instead of sharing the long video and a time tag, you can share the slightly less long. Wow, I just completely forgot how to use words. Oh man, what am I, 99? The slightly less long version. So we're just gonna do it by set. So each video will be you know, closer to an hour and a half when we do 2 cases or 45 minutes. Slightly less short version. Yeah, no, slightly less long version. So instead of doing one big long video, it'll be split into these 3 videos. So we're doing Welcome to Rathe in 1, and then I will post in chat the link to the next video. Obviously, you could also just go back to the channel homepage, and it'll be up there, and it'll say, like, starting stream now, and you'll get a notification. But also, if you don't have any cards in Welcome to Rathe, you could not watch until the second one, instead of having to, you know, kind of be on the stream until the time. There we go. Okay, don't have to pay attention to that. It's not stream related. Yeah. But yeah. And maybe if this works out, we might break it down case by case, singing Steelblade, so that we just makes it a little easier to tune in. I think case by case for something like this, where we've got 5 cases, might be a little too much. I'm gonna pop that TCG player thing up there as well. That's our regular little TCG banner. Yeah, right. I think these are fun. I think it's cool to watch all of it, but you know, it also does help the shareability of the video if you want to show somebody your pulls. Ooh, foil Forge for War. Kind of cool. I have my packs upside down from what they normally are. Wow, only 2 foil super rares. That's interesting. I guess, you know, all these Majestics taking up the foil. And by all these Majestics, I mean the 2 foil Majestics, which is really good. This case has been solid. Very solid. Staunch Response. Pounding Gale for a super. And a foil Drone of Brutality. Yeah, 45 minutes for each case generally. Obviously, this first one we're at, like, you know, 48 minutes now. But that's just because talking in the beginning and stuff. The preamble. Flusterfist, Energy Potion, Smash Instinct, the least foil with a Smash Instinct right behind it. The least foiled foil in Welcome to Rathe. But yeah, gives you I mean, an hour and a half, and you're still probably going to time tag it for your friends when you want to share it, but when we get to Crucible, Crucible is going to be a quick one. Flusterfist, Blessing of Deliverance, and a Barraging Brawnhide. Yeah, I'll have to talk about the Monarch First Look, too. Oh my god. I'm going to have to make just a separate video about that now. I'll look at Monarch First Look. Oh, I got to call it Monarch Second Look. Monarch Second Look. Come on. Legendary number 2. Steelblade Shunt, Flick Flack, Driving Blade. Definitely not a legendary. Driving Blade at best. Honestly, Driving Blade's not too bad. For its cost, it's not good, but... Oh, to be... Well, I mean, it's true. I mean, I called it forever ago when everybody was, like, freaking out that they were going to say, you know, they weren't going to print it. They're like, oh, they said they're not printing it. I'm like, guys, that's not what they said. They said they don't have plans to right now, and they're clearly going to. There's way too much demand. They said they're going to print these sets in Unlimited if the market demands it. When boxes are $500 plus, the market demands it. But that's good. I'm glad they kind of, in a way, officially recognized it. It'll be interesting to see if we see anything from them on other forms of media, because I think that's really necessary. I think Legend Story Studios' main flaw right now is that they don't communicate publicly in a way that more players will see it enough. Like, obviously we find it because there's some ravenous fans. We're a ravenous rabble, guys. We love to... I think there are people that just load the page multiple times every day. Alpha Rampage there for another Majestic. Hot damn, this box is on fire for Majestics. What are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 foils? Jeez. But yeah, we as a fan base are extremely ravenous for anything they say. So there are people, I mean, go to the collector's page, and for Crew, did you see that on social media? Like, how did... I guess it's possible someone just stumbled upon it and then said, oh, hey, I saw this. You know, oh, TCG Player Shop. It's also FabArsenal, the FabArsenal on TCG Player. We don't have too much up right now because I only list. I've now learned from the previous buyouts of the TCG Player shop to list things that I'm not listing on the website. So right now our singles listing on TCG Player is, I think, like 4 cards. But if you use our affiliate link in the description and you buy from anywhere, you will you actually help the store anyways. So if you use that, and even if we have nothing that you want, click that link, and if you shop outside of our store, you still also support the store. I've actually been, it's been very nice. You guys have been shopping on TCG Player using that link, and I know because it was like last week, I got like it was like 250 something, and it was I hadn't sold a single card, and I was like, oh, somebody used my link. I don't know what the percentage is. If someone was, I don't know what their order quantity was. I still, well, yeah. I mean, once I get them all uploaded, I'm still storing them. I've got two. That would be hilarious. I should save up all the Arcanite Ascendancies. I should just open a ton of Unlimited, save them up, and then just one day actually post 99 of them, just for the memes. To defend the fan base, a lot of us are coming from TCGs where they spit out every... Yes, we have been very conditioned to be impatient, and that's definitely true. I actually... another load of wind! Woo! It's 8. It's 8 Majestics in one case, which I guess is relatively fair, because it's, supposed to be 2 per box, so yeah, we're on par. It just feels like a lot. I mean, technically 10, because of the foils. But yeah. MTG is just like every single day. New news, bah, 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 and they just vomit it all over the page, because there's always some new product to talk about, which is, I mean, sure, cool. It was fun when that first started, but now it just gets to the point where, like, I don't know, new MTG news comes out, and I'm just like, okay, I'll wait for the set to come out. But with this, it's like there's so little. It feels like we're getting nothing. And I know, obviously, there's not updates every day on the set. They can't... I don't want them to post for posting's sake, but it would be nifty if, instead of someone stumbling upon Unlimited TBA, they came out and said, we updated the collector's page with... just even a tweet that just says, we updated the collector's page with new, not even specifically we updated it for Crucible. Although I guess that would open them up to a lot of people being like, oh my god, this means it's coming, and like, oh no. Oh, they said they weren't going to do it. And everybody would be like, no, that's not what they said. We'd have to repeat ourselves. No, that's not what they said. Crazy brew. Mugenshi release in foil. But yeah. I would love to see just a little bit more posting from them, even if it was honestly just reposting creator content, like when DM does a deck list for Channel Fireball, that kind of stuff. They do post those occasionally, which I think is really cool. And I guess it would kind of get annoying if they just reposted all of other people's stuff. Fair. Come on, last pack. This is the last pack. Ain't got nothing left. Ain't got nothing left. Another legendary. Camera refocus. There we go. It can do it. I believe in you, Nexigo. There you go. Nexigo, here we go. Regurgitating Slog, Flock of the Featherwalkers. Iron Rock Gauntlet for our equipment. To the back. Trono Brutality. Reckless Swing. Scar for a Scar. Bummer. Not another legendary, but still 20 bucks. Still 20 bucks for the first legendary, which is exciting. It's exciting. Okay, case 1. Obviously, we talked about this. A Tunic. Wow. Beautiful. Legendary pull there. Oh, I put this box aside, but this is where I put all the cards. Come on. There we go. Stay safe and sound. For foil Majestics, we got the Glint the Quicksilver and a Blood Rush Bellow. We've got Lord of Wind. Got that twice, actually. First Majestic and our last Majestic. Cool. Alpha Rampage, Crippling Crush, Blood Rush Bellow again, Spinal Crush, 2 of those as well, and an Ancestral Empowerment. Nice spread of different Majestics there. For foil supers, sadly we only got 3. I think our standard is normally 4. 4 and Mugenshi release. For foils, that is. And for regular supers, you got Reckless Swing, Crazy Brew, Forge for War, Pounding Gale, Singing Steel Blade, another Reckless Swing, we'll put those together. Sand Sketch, another Genshi. Route, Remembrance, Sand Sketch, another Remembrance. Bonehead Barrier, Showtime, Crazy Brew, and Cranial Crush. Yeah, I think it would be nice, just a little more news on, yeah, what Unlimited stuff is coming. That would be interesting. I mean, I know they told us, but it would be, I think it would even be cool just to, I don't know, what if they just talked about, like, what happened in the office? I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't be interesting to everybody, but I think it would be cool. But maybe the things going on in the office are too sensitive of information. I'm gonna put those are the rainbow foil equipments that we got, and obviously those are all the rares. And we're gonna go ahead, do that. Get my doctor post-its. Number 1. That's case break number 1. In the books. Yeah, we've got no word on Crucible Unlimited, and it was secretly announced that it's out. Number 1. Flip that there. Okay, let's get case number 2. I really hope not. I think if prices were at 100, that's like not good, but not so terrible. 100 is like, okay, I mean, I guess. Like our store online, everything's 100. And that's just because we give in-store deals that are better than that. At the bar that I work at Cloak and Blaster. So online, if you look at our online store, when our boxes are up there 100. But that's just because if you come in, you get discounts on that, and you can go down to $80 a box, which is pretty standard, good price, good, quote, quote, because it's, only $4 off map anyways. But yeah, when it goes above 100, that's when it's bad. Over 100 is just bad. 100 is like a little bit over MSRP, and that's just... what am I doing? Oh, I'm going to case break maths to figure out who's got cards in this break. Okay, Ryan, you've got the commons again. Ryan G, commons. Rares are going to Rich C. Super rares going to Adish. Majestics going to Alan J. Foil rares going to Danielle D. Foil super rares going to Pow A. Foil Majestics going to Alan J. Legendary again going to Adish G. And Fable going to Alan J. So again, that's Ryan Graves on commons, Rich Cook on rare, Adish on super rare, Alan on majestic, foil rare is Danielle, foil super rare is Pow, foil majestic is Alan, Fable is Alan, and legendary is Adish. Okay, let's go ahead and get to this case. But yeah, I don't think any retailer that is worth shopping at will continue to gouge above 100. If you see somebody that's still at 125, 150 after the reprint, you can just go somewhere else. That's the thing too, is that it should self-correct, because at least from what I've seen in the community, a lot of people are, a lot of stores are good enough that they're not going to do that, or they're, I don't know, honest enough that they're not going to do that. And eventually, if enough stores are, even if, let's say, enough stores are just, everybody goes straight 100, and it's like, that's over MSRP. If everybody goes 100, no one can go 125, because everyone's going to keep buying it from the places that are lower. At least that's market theory. I said I was going to be more careful, and these packs just hate me. They hate me. They just want to fall all over the place. That is the one thing I don't like about Welcome to Rathe and Arcane Rising. The packs are so loose in the boxes. In Crucible, you open that box and it's like those packs almost don't have enough space. But I need a Mask of Momentum. Mask of Momentum. Mask of Momentum. Can he do it? Can he wear a mask? Yeah, but yeah, I would bet that the second we get a reprint, prices drop back down to what they used to be in the 80s to 90s at most stores. Some selling lower. You know. And if it doesn't happen immediately, it'll happen within February. I don't think anybody's... I'm sure you're still going to find a store out there that like doesn't... Oh, Glint the Quicksilver right off the bat. Another case with right off the bat Majestic there. Bam. But yeah, you're still going to see like a store or two somewhere that just like leaves their price at $125 because they're like, I was selling them for that before. Or, you know, maybe, honestly, it's not the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just didn't edit the price. They put up the new stock and they totally forgot that they needed to lower it. Or totally forgot they should have lowered it. Although, in all fairness, it really shouldn't have gone up in the first place. Just because you're running out doesn't mean you should charge more. Flusterfist, Drone of Brutality, Pack Hunt. But yeah, a month in between, 3 weeks in between Unlimited and First Edition. It's interesting. Maybe that was the delay. They immediately started printing Unlimited. I don't know what to feel about that. Is it right? I would have appreciated if it was just first print again, because demand was so high that they just said, hey, you know, first print, and then more will arrive here, and there's a second wave, kind of like Crucible had a second wave. Oh yeah, it would have been bad if there was a 2-month delay. Oh yeah, you think maybe they weren't even like putting in like a new print run? It was just like there's 2 months in between. We should just bump that 1 month so it's a month. Oh yeah, that's also high. That's actually probably more likely than them finding some way to slot in another print run. The game is collectible even if the print run for first edition is very large, because those cold foils they only get printed once. Already onto a super there with last ditch effort. You know, so let's say when does so let's talk about this. When does a cold foil become not worth anything? How many? If there were 7, I mean, how many cold foils are there from Alpha Welcome Rathe? Estimated based on the math that we have available. You know, the 22,000 boxes. There's essentially 1 in every 4. I mean, you could do the math even better if you did it by pack. It's possible. At some level, yeah. Some level, people are trying to. I don't know how you mess with that though. Yeah, for the legendary slot, cold foil. For the big bangers. No, big bangers. Just the legendary cold foils. I mean, eventually, even the commons become worth something. But 550. It was 5. I thought it was. That was Fables. 1100. Yeah, because they're twice. No, because they're 1 in 960, and they should be 10 times. It's 550, so there should be 5,500. Oh, 5,500. Yeah, and there's 5 of them, so there's 1,100 of each. Okay, yeah. So like, there's 1,100 of each. What happens if that was 2,200 of each? Does that really change it that much? Now, if it was like we printed it, and there's 70,000 of each, then you're like, okay, well that's definitely not that rare. But also there's so much other product that would be terrible. But it wouldn't really lower the price that much. It would slow the price down, sure, but at a certain point eventually, because we're operating on the fact that this game just makes it forever, or indefinitely at least, because it's phenomenal, which we all know is statistically not likely, but based on feelings and emotion, and the fact that this game is taking off in a time where most people can't even play in a physical space, that it's going to do pretty well into the at least next 5 years plus, unless Monarch is an absolute failure. Yeah, like it would maybe be a little bit cheaper if somebody was like, oh hey, actually, fun fact, we realized we did the math wrong. There's actually twice as many cold foils as we thought there were. I'd be like, ooh, that's big news. But also, doesn't change much. I don't think, at least. Maybe I'm wrong. Does anybody know anything more about collecting and statistics and such like that? Where's Freya? Where's Freya? Freya, tell me how I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong about some of this. Ooh, foil Crippling Crush. There we go. Our foil Majestic. Bam. Crippling Crush. I have said it before and I'll say it again. I love the way the, like, energy, the Aether energy, looks in foil. It's probably one of my favorite things in foil. Not specifically Crippling Crush, but just like anytime there's like a character like powering up, it looks really good. I think it's the best utilization of foiling. Energy Potion, Disable, and a Stroke of Foresight for our foil common. Box 1 coming to a close. Not really though. I kind of miscounted. It's just like 8 packs left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ha! Miscounted on my first count. Second count, 100% accurate. Disable, Snatch, Smash Instinct. Yeah, right? His shirt exploded like Alex Louise Armstrong from Full Metal. It was probably way too loud. I apologize for that. Impression wasn't even that good. It wasn't even worth it. It wasn't even worth breaking your eardrums. Sigil of Solace, Flusterfish, and a Nature's Pilgrimage. Just a lot of garbled nonsense. If you weren't watching and you were just listening, that probably confused you. But what isn't confusing is the awesome work we're doing for charity today. And remember that if you haven't donated, insert little, where's my thing? Click that off. Yeah, I need to get like macros for this to just switch between these two modes. Oh my god! The same one! 2 copies? Well, it looks like he'll have one to trade away, Adish. We got another tunic! What are the chances of that? You're supposed to have the same pull rate across multiple cases, but wow. Okay, we'll take that away for a second to just admire this beautiful card. Oh my goodness. Back-to-back tunics. There we go, another $20 to charity, everybody. Adish leading the pack, just pulling it forward. Wrecking this charity. Not wrecking, but like in a good way. Not wrecking in a bad way, in a good way. Totally doing it. Adish bringing his money where his mouth is. Creeping closer, going for that top donor spot. Once again, the top donor will win a foil Cracked Bauble, a sealed Ira Welcome deck, and a sealed Welcome to Rathe starter deck, which, if you go ahead and you just peek on eBay and look at the value of those items, it's like over $500 now. The Ira decks have creeped up quite a bit, and while I don't agree with stores selling them, if, first of all, they're coming directly from a fan of the channel, so it's from a personal person, and it is coming directly from them to you. I actually am not involved 100% with the shipping of that. It's not like they gave it to me and now I'm giving it to you. It's coming straight from him, which is awesome. I think it's a great thing to do. But yeah, foil Cracked Bauble, sealed Ira Welcome deck, and a sealed Welcome to Rathe starter deck at random. So you're talking 500 plus in value there, and Cracked Bauble is only going to go up, at least right now, because it's not being reprinted anytime soon. Flick Flag, Enlightened Strike. I peeked it. I really did. I ruined the suspense there. So yeah, if you're thinking about donating and you just want to, shoot for that top donor spot, technically anything you spend under $500 is just delivering on the same value that you could have got it on the secondary market, except all of your money went to charity instead of to someone's pocket, who's just you got for free. In the case of the Ira Welcome deck, not the Cracked Bauble. Obviously, you paid for that. Oh my god, a cold foil cracked bauble would kill it. But yeah, send your donations to arsenalcharity@gmail.com via PayPal, and you'll be entered in to win all of those prizes. You could also win a lifetime membership to Fabdb for sending anything over $1. So go ahead, even $1. Just drop us $1. It's going to go straight to the ACLU, and theoretically you could win one of the 4 existing lifetime premium memberships to Fabdb, which you can't put a value on that because it would literally cost you an infinite amount of money. And also, Fabdb is just so useful. One of the best ways to build a deck, one of the greatest ways to put a deck into your TTS games. So if you can't play locally, TTS, if you're using the Owen mod, which all of you should be, you can actually just load straight from your deck list into TTS, which is just beautiful. So much easier than having to search up all the cards out of the deck, save an object, and go back. So yeah, I just once again want to shout out, thanks Fabdb for sponsoring us. Also, thanks to Unison Games Cafe. If you donate a $10 donation, you get our super rare gift, which is a Crucible of War Catch-up pack, which is the commons from a hero, all the commons from a hero from Crucible of War. And that comes at random, so you don't get to pick, but you do get a play set of all of the commons. And they have, for us, included a bunch of extra goodies, so some rares and foils, so I've heard, and that's only $10. So if you donate $10, you donated $10, thank you, we appreciate you. That also brings you to the top donor, that also gets you entered in a lifetime Fabdb membership, and it gets you that Crucible of War Catch-up pack and a custom booster pack from us. We got an Ancestral Empowerment for our Majestic there, ooh, and a Heart and Cross strap right behind it for a foil common equipment. So yeah, enough talk about that. Back to TCG Player. Back to that display. Okay. Dude, cold foil cracked bauble would be such a sick prize, especially if it came in the Skirmish prize pack. If you haven't heard about Skirmish, it's the newest event type from Legend Story Studios. Those are going to be happening actually very soon. They're starting anytime in February. So if your store has been invited to host one, or if you've heard of one, I know Deck Edge is running an online Skirmish event, which is freaking awesome. I'm totally going to get the day off so that I can play in that. But it's a new event type. It's going to be sealed welcome to Rathe. We haven't heard anything about the prizes yet, but it does have its own prize kit. So Legend Story told us that it is going to have its own prize kit that's separate from the Armory kits. The Cloak and Blasters event is on the 23rd, but that's in person. That's a local event. Deck Edge, I think, is later in February. I liked the event on Facebook. I can look it up in a sec, but if somebody wants to use their good old keyboard, yeah, Cloak and Blasters in February, but it can be anywhere between February March, I believe, February and March, so it's supposed to be a little bit of something to tide us over before Monarch, which obviously now, with the pushback, is even a little bit later, because even if it was like at the end of March, you still got all of April, essentially, to wait. But yeah. Skirmish, yeah, totally new prize kit. It's going to be really interesting to see what comes in that prize kit, but it would be really cool if it was a cold foil bauble. I know I would fight like hell for a cold foil bauble. I would literally fight someone, like in a fist fight. No, we'll keep it civil. We're going to have a civilized fight. We are just cracking into box 2, yes. Cracking into box 2, Sigil, Staunch, and a Demolition Crew. Dude, a gold foil bauble. A gold foil bauble would be sick. You know what would be really funny? You know what I would find hilarious? If our next extended art card, so let's say there's an extended art card in Monarch, what if it was a bauble? A reflected cracked bauble. It's just a bauble on top, bauble on bottom. Bonehead Barrier, ooh, and a foil Crazy Brew. 2 supers in one pack, one of them in the foil slot. Obviously, because that's how it would have to happen. Foil Crazy Brew. Yeah, just a reflected art cracked bauble. That would be so funny. Legend Story coming in with the memes, coming in with those hot memes. I'm still waiting on some printing press to come up with a foiling technique on playmats. I want a cold foil bauble playmat. I want a foil playmat at all. That'd be cool. I mean, it would just be metallic thread, right? Or are these are probably printed onto a layer of fabric, not actually woven. Foil sigil, foil red sigil. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Reflective art, foil marble. Another bonehead barrier. Back to back. Bonehead barriers is our super. Back to back in the sense that one super to the next super. Wow, 2 tunics. What a day. Brutality, Warriors Valor, Scar for a Scar. Just looking over a chat, and all I see are Flaming Man and Adish just keeping it going, keeping it strong. Shout out to our MVPs. What is that bing? Oh, it's my wife. I should. I was actually just about to ask if you would make me tea. I love you. Woman Gust Wave for a foil there. Yeah, he's central, so he's got a good 1 hour less on us over here in East Coast. It's true. Yeah, man, your schedule's crazy. Energy Potion, Drone, and Flusterfist. Down in Texas. Lone Star State. Ooh, caffeine, please. Thank you. Thank you. Voice to text on my watch is crazy. Warriors Valor, Blackout Kick. Oh, you both got a whole hour on me. Okay, commons. Ooh, going aside. Couldn't even fit these commons back into that box. Okay. Coming in the last half of box 2. Definitely not you. Oh, okay. Cranial Crush there for a super. Yeah, we actually have had a recent boost to our Orlando player base. Got a few more people in. John was playing in our most recent event. John, if John's watching, shout out to John. Thanks for coming by and playing. We had another player come out and play, but it was kind of a one-time thing for him. Wasn't not super comfortable in crowds and didn't want to keep coming out every week. But I'm appreciative of anybody that came in. We are doing all of our best to socially distance, keep everything clean. Everybody keeps their masks on the entire time, which sounds like a thing that everybody should always do. But you know, it's apparently something we still have to ask of people even a year into this pandemic. But yeah. Oh, hey, I don't blame anybody for not feeling comfortable going out right now because it's definitely still stressful. Wow. Foil Lord of Wind. Should have held it up before I sleeved it. Yeah, it's not going to focus. Whatever. Foil Lord of Wind, we'll put that down there. Yeah. Well, you get any PTO? Yeah, you've been there a while. You gotta get like a day of PTO, right? I know. In the restaurant, I don't get any PTO. I don't think anyone working in a restaurant, unless you're at like a corporate restaurant, you're the manager, gets PTO. But yeah, that is a fun, exciting thing. Theoretically, vaccines could be out and delivered. That would be nifty. By the end of February, it's possible. Possible. I'm a little bit higher on the list because I do have asthma, but I don't think that actually is going to get me into a different bracket. It's just going to get me in front of somebody else who doesn't have asthma. But I'm, 30, so under 30 technically, 29, but I feel like you got to be a little older to get bumped up the list. Boss asks you today about vaccines or about PTO. Oh, vaccines. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Dude, congrats. God, I would love to have it. I know a few people in healthcare that have gotten it, and I'm like, good, you need it. God almighty, you need it. Okay, blackout kick. Steelblade supremacy. Oh! Steelblade supremacy and a mask. You needed a mask? There we go. We got it, baby. That's 3 legendaries. Got a tunic and a mask in one case. There we go. This is the hot stuff. That's what's up. Boom. All right, everybody. So we can tell Adish is doing good work. So what you need to do is, if you're looking at your slot and you want to get more of the cards that you want, just say you're going to donate more to charity and they'll just pop up, because that's exactly what happened. Oh man, there we go. And a Blessing of Deliverance for our foil rare in the next pack. Wow. Tunic. Yeah, right? You got that retro energy going right now, Adish. You're bringing that good luck. And I mean, Flaming Man, you got it too. You guys both were like, yes, let's do it. Dude, these are some sick boxes. Hey, Travis, how you doing? Yeah, dude, congrats to Adish on these sick pulls and his generous charitable donations. Can we get a 3rd legendary? That would blow my mind. Time Snap Potion, Breakneck Battery, Wounded Bull. And that's the end of box 2. And a box 2, case 2. Now into box 3, case 3. Box 3, case 2. Box 3, case 2. Each box is not a case. I know the difference. There we go. There we go. There we go. There you go. There we go. There we go. Hey, that's good luck. That's good luck to say you'll donate more. It also brings you closer to top donor, winning $500 in Flesh and Blood product. Nature's Path Pilgrimage. There we go. That's the pull of the day. Blackout Kick, Blessing, and Woven Gust Wave. Warrior's Valor. Oh, another Lord of Wind. Non-foil. Oop. Got an extra sleeve with that one. Oh, what a sweet little lady. Going to sleep. Did you like tell her? Or was she just like, it just happened? Were you like, you want to go to bed now? And she was like, yeah, sure. Or was it just she was tired? Either way, she's a sweet little lady. Staunch Response, Fluster Fist, Iron Rot Plate for rainbow foil equipment. 16 months old. Yeah, there's no no convincing her of anything. Yeah, I don't think she could choose to go to bed early. But what a sweet little lady. That's cute. That's very cute. Go to bed early. Savage Feast. Blessing of Deliverance. Scour the Battlescape for our foil. I like Scour the Battlescape because it is so landscape focused. One of the things I like about MTG art is the lands. Well, one MTG art that I really like is lands. Lands are always something that, like, the cards are unassuming, but the art is really good. So I think it's really cool. And Sigil of Solace is another one where it's very landscape focused. It's not very character focused. There's not like a person. I mean, in Scour the Battlescape there is a person, but it's not the focus of that art. The focus is that awesome landscape, and I think it's one of those things that really builds the world without having to focus on a character or a creature, I guess. Like Barraging Brawnhide, yes, technically no characters on screen, but, you know. No, and here's more of those generic baddies. We just got this creature here that is just getting the shit kicked out of it by this brute. Time Snap Potion. Project Beatdown. Oh, man. That's a rare. If Fab got Seb McKinnon to do something, I would... Yeah, it does kind of look like a not quite the evil super baddies. It is very armored, though. But it could just be a normal Badlands creature. They are pretty monstrous, which is how the brutes come about. But Demolition Crew is also the common that started that last pack. Weird. Staunch Response, Drone of Brutality, Rising Knee Thrust. But yeah, dude, Seb McKinnon. Seb McKinnon is my boy. Seb McKinnon or like Niels Hom. God, that'd be some good art. God, that'd be some good art. Blessing of Deliverance, Disable, and a Pack Hunt. I have backed all of Seb McKinnon's Kickstarters, so definitely I would call myself a fanboy. But you know what? I don't back for all of the stuff. Staunch Response, Stonewall Confidence, Runeblade yeah, that's true. Yeah, Runeblade definitely has Devil Demons. I mean, there's the Demonastery. So I guess we have seen some kind of like demonic background in Flesh and Blood already, but we haven't seen like stereotypical demon, like, you know, winged horns, that kind of thing. So that was, I think that art is so interesting because it feels different. It doesn't feel like a new character or a new setting within the world. It feels like something completely new. Oh yeah, something Nightmare from Soul Calibur, yeah. Not that it feels out of place. I don't mean it to come off like that. It just feels removed from what we've normally seen. A fresh take on something. Sigil, Genshi release, Nimblism for a foil. It's true. Paladin could be a new class. Paladin, Necromancer. I mean, we have to see Necromancer, right? Like, there's like demons and evil. Necromancers hand in hand. And Paladin, I feel like, is a good counterpoint. Paladin or Cleric would be. I think Cleric is in the lore book. I think it is. Or is it Paladin? True. Are we gonna get? They both have wings. So like, yeah, that's another thing. We haven't seen. Oh yeah, that's true. Unholy Clerics are a thing. Are we gonna get some kind of like flying mechanic? Like a character that has a flying as like an ability, or like maybe just a mechanic that reflects their ability to fly, like you know, you can't defend with equipment or something. I don't know. They're harder. They're harder to hit, or maybe easier. They hit easier. No, hitting easier would just be. I guess what's the difference between harder to hit and if they hit someone else easier, other than harder to hit? It could just be an art-wise thing, yeah. But I feel like it's weird if they don't. If it doesn't reflect in gameplay that a character has wings when other characters clearly don't. Or maybe they're not even going to be characters. Maybe that's totally also possible. I guess that like these winged creatures will not even be characters, and like we continue to focus on the people that we already know, and the story reflects these things. Yeah, like NPCs. Oh wow, wow, Wrecker Romp, exactly the same color, foil, non-foil. Interesting. Totally, just like NPCs. Yeah, this is box 3. So box 3, we're down to the last 5 packs of box 3. We've still got a whole nother box to go, and then we're gonna move over to our second stream page. Rajing, oh, Forge for War for a super and a foil drone of brutality, red. Yeah, okay, yeah, like, okay, that would be totally fair if it was like a specialization, so that it wasn't like an all the time, but it was something that you had access to if you like drew that card. Thank you. We've already pulled 3 legendaries. It's awesome. Savage Feast, Snatch. Ooh, and a foil Forge for War. But yeah, it was like the specializations of said character, or a specialization of that class, I suppose. No, specializations are character-wise. Yeah. What am I saying? Specialization of that class. Do you even play the game, bro? Yeah, I just have terrible memory. Warrior's Valor. Alpha Rampage. There we go. There's Reinar's specialization. His Majestic specialization. Non-foil and a Scarf for a Scarf for a foil. That would be cool. I could see that. Because, you know, only that character gets to do it, and only when you have that card. Or if it was like a card that was like legendary, so you could only have one, so you could only use it once. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Ranger, Wizard, Dash. Yeah. Prevents next combat, or even if it was something that just like, you know, for the next turn, this character can only be hit by blank weapons. Or blank weapon types. Crazy Brew. And a foil saw. Sigil of Solace. Foil Solo of Sigis. I'm insane. Okay, I'm gonna take try to take a sip of tea before we go on to box 4. Wife said it was very hot. Ooh, it is very hot. But I'm still gonna try. No, I'm not. That's a foolish mistake. I'm gonna leave the cap off though, so it cools down a little quicker. That's true. That's very true. I'm gonna leave the cap off, and I'm gonna put the tea in a different shelf, in a different area, so that I can't possibly knock it over. And then I'm gonna keep going. We're on a box 4. Yeah, absolutely. That's true. Runelay does have a little pseudo flight in his art, but he doesn't have like wings or anything. Yeah, no, Wizard could absolutely get a little bit more support without a single card to Wizard. Interesting, interesting. Especially if the characters like the flight specialization red like can only be attacked by. That's true. Magic doesn't need wings to fly. You're absolutely right. What the hell am I saying? But he doesn't have a broom. But yeah, that would be interesting. a way to buff Wizard in the meta. That's true. How many Wizards fly? It's not very many. But they all have brooms. Ancestral empowerment for a Majestic there. Lots of ums in this stream. Very scattered brain. He says right after that. Tell that to dragons in TND. Hilarious. Yeah, we haven't argued about how we haven't seen any dragons in this game. I gotta stop saying we haven't seen dragons or any like fantasy type creatures in the game, really, outside of the ones that they've created, which are really cool. When you look through the lore book, just so many us. When you look through the lore book, you can see a lot of that. Dragons was the last I checked. They were sorcerers. Yeah, kingdoms. Kingdoms will be interesting. Yeah, what's gonna happen in kingdoms? So I was totally wrong. I thought, or I guess maybe. Oh my god, another ancestral empowerment? Like a pack later? My call for, and maybe I'm not completely wrong, but my call for the plotline of Monarch was like an overthrow of Solana by this evil force that we'd already seen invading the Dark Pact, which I suppose could still be true. Maybe what the creatures that we saw in the story, like Ira's story, if you read her story on the website, you can see her town gets totally destroyed by, her village gets totally destroyed by these dark creatures, and then she takes out a vengeance against them, yada yada yada. You can read it all if you want. I don't. I read it a while ago. I'm not gonna pretend I know it word for word still. Like I said, terrible memory. Oh, Hope Merchant's Hood for our foil. Not bad at all. But yeah, these demons could be a continuation. They could be the second wave of fighters from this evil force. That could totally be true. But I feel like, where the hell do these angels come from? It's really interesting. God, it's interesting. Where do the angels come from? What's going on? A Steelblade Shunt for our foil in that last pack. Ooh. Commons did not agree with me going into this box. There we go. Yeah? You had Monarch completely wrong, Flamey? What were you expecting? It's true, the angel is... Let's go ahead and make more use of this thing than I clipped. Kind of Dorinthia-esque in the way that, like, she's got Helm of Ice and Peak. There we go, another foil common equipment. They've got that, you know, armor and everything. The weapons are very similar. The pose is kind of, I mean, they both, you know, stark blonde hair. But that's, it could just be generic angel. I don't think it's 100% related. But is the armor very specific to, I still have it up bigger on my screen here. Does that look exactly like Solanian armor? That would be interesting somehow. Oh, maybe that is the Hand of Soul. Soul itself. Their guiding light taking form. That would be interesting if that was kind of the angle. Yeah, that's true. We only have seen heavy armor really on Dorinthia or other warriors. I mean, I guess Guardian has the helm. That's kind of heavy armor. Conveniently just pulled one of those for an example of it. But yeah, all the other characters, and there's another one right there. Bravo doesn't wear that heavy armor. Okay, yeah, let's get that foil sharpened steel so you can see that armor there. I'll take a peek at the armor here again. I mean, I'm looking at a female armor archetype and then looking at this male armor. Could totally just be differences in the... No, because I can see the female angel below the main character there. Ironsong Determination here for our super. Another sharpened steel for our foil. It does look a little different. But it is interesting, because it is quite similar. The demon in the main picture also has, or the dark force in the main picture also has some armor on, which is interesting. Because it's just the robe, and then he's got like a shoulder piece. Barraging Beatdown. Cranial Crush for a super and a pack hunt for our foil. Yeah, April 30th. That's very exciting. true. Guarding it is crushing it. Item dead horse. Runeblade comes from the Monastery. Energy potion, Steelblade Shunt, Demolition Crew, which is south of Solana, I believe. Or it appears south of Solana. Floating above the ground, so. Yeah, it totally could be. Something about the Monastery releasing these demons. Ooh, maybe Sutcliffe done it. Maybe he's our big baddie. I'm gonna go ahead and organize these piles a little bit more, keep them a little bit neater. Interesting. There's so many options. There's so many ways they could be taking this. Dead horse will be the item that the Wall Street Discord channel gets to spoil. Oh man. Yeah, that channel does kind of go in circles sometimes. Although, sometimes it's good. Sometimes they get some pretty good information. But yeah, it does kind of circle around a lot. But when you talk constantly every day for a year plus now, eventually it has to loop back. But that's pretty funny. Yes, there is. It's surprising that in the Wall Street channel you can see the same people saying the same things. It would drive me crazy to be in that channel and be the person being like, this is what they said, this is what they said, this is what we know, this is what we know, this is what we know. Oh my god. I peek into Wall Street and I participate sometimes when I see something where I'm like, I haven't seen that and I know something about this. Staunch response, disable Snapdragon scalers for our foil common equipment. Both sides of the print debate. They're overprinting it, they're underprinting it. They actually haven't printed any. That's funny. But yeah, I generally I peek in, I see if there's anything that I need. Yeah, right. And then if there's not, which generally isn't too much. It's a useful channel though. I hate it because sometimes you want to know from people that follow the market a lot. Hey, I have this. Can anybody give me a price check? But yeah, it is. I've taken the devil's advocate role. No one's called me on it. Just fighting both points. It's fair. Sometimes it's useful to have a devil's advocate. You know, you gotta point out both sides of an argument. When there is two legitimate sides to an argument, it's very good to be there to fight them. Last three packs. Welcome to Rathe Unlimited, the first stream of our Pitch for Charity event. We have pulled some crazy stuff in these, so honestly, even if there's nothing amazing in these, it's still two amazing cases. Foil Sand Sketch Plans! There we go. That's better than a foil common. Better than a foil common. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just to break up the monotony. Yeah, Devil's Advocate. It's useful. If anything, it's useful. Wall Street. This pack is upside down. Did I open it upside down? Is that my fault? I wasn't paying attention. No, it's just that. What is happening here? Just that card. Okay, breaking scales. Be weird if we just had some other weirdness go on. Okay, nope. But refraction bolters. That's another cool rainbow foil common equipment. Wow, we got 5 in this case. Much better than the first one, sitting at 3. Final pack. Bravo, what do you have for us? Another tunic. It's 5 rainbow foils. Yeah, right? Ah, ow, ow. Cutting my cuticle, man. It's a crippling blow. Ow! Hurt my fingy. Is Sigil of Solace, Steelblade Shunt, Savage Swing for our foil. That was a savage swing, crushing our confidence in the rest of that box. Nothing left in it, but we did pull 2 legendaries. Wow. Congrats, Adish, on another Spring Tunic and a Mask of Momentum. You can't get better pulls than that. I mean, you could have gotten a heart, but it wouldn't have been yours if we pulled a heart, so I think you're fine with it. Rip Fingy. We got a Crippling Crush and a Lord of Wind for our foil Majestics. 2 cases, 2 foil Majestics in both. That's awesome for the Majestic slot. We got a Glint the Quicksilver, and Enlightened Strike, Ancestral Empowerment, Steelblade Supremacy, another Lord of Wind, Alpha Rampage, 2 more Ancestral Empowerments. That's a play set of Ancestral Empowerments in one box. I think this, in one case, this case was telling us to play Ninja, guys. Okay, we got Sand Sketch Plan, Forge for War, Crazy Brew, and a Cranial Crush for our foil super rares. For our regular supers, we've got Pounding Gale, Cranial Crush, Iron Song Determination, another Crazy Brew, Forge for War, Reckless Swing, Mugenshi Release, Crazy Brew again, Cranial Crush, Bonehead Barrier, 2 of those back to back, Hurricane Technique, Forge for War, and a Last Ditch Effort. So that is our regular supers. For our foil common equipment, we've got quite a bit. Refraction Bolters, Snapdragon Scalers, Helm of Ison's Peak, Hope Merchant's Hood, Iron Rot Plate, and a Heartened Cross Strap. Pretty good pulls there in the foil commons. Equipment. Foil commons equipment. I like the yeah, right? It was at the bottom of the stack, and but it was the first one to pull. We pitched it early just to make sure that we got it late game. And we go ahead and we put that like that. And we go ahead and write a sticky for number 2. Actually, go ahead and just easier to carry downstairs. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and this stream is gonna end in a little bit. Obviously, we're not done though. We are going on to our second live stream. Which, does this end the stream if I go back to manage? I don't think it should. I hope it doesn't. Yep, okay, it doesn't. I hadn't tested that yet. Get shareable link. Okay, and we are going to go back to this. Awesome, that works. And I'm going to go ahead and paste. There we go. We've got, that is the link to the next live stream, guys. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a quick break to drink some tea and go to the bathroom in between cases. I really cannot speak. For someone whose only job is to speak, I cannot. But yeah, click that link. That'll take you over to the next stream, and I will see you there for our Arcane Rising cases. So we are going to be moving on to Arcane Rising next on FabArsenal. I gotta come up with a cool sign-off thing. Okay.